Guess what time of the year it is? That's right, BookTubeAthon time. I'm so excited about this. I've been waiting a year for this to happen. I found out about it last year, too late to join in last year, but not too late for this year, so I have been waiting for it for a year. I'm going to link BookTubeAthon's channel down below because there's videos describing what it is and what the challenges are, and I think it'll describe what BookTubeAthon is better than I can. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on what I'm going to be reading for BookTubeAthon and the challenges that go with the books that I'll be reading. So the first challenge is to read a book with blue on the cover. And for this, I've chosen, oh, by the way, all except for one of my books has blue on the cover. I didn't mean to do that, but that's just how it happened. Anyway, the specific book that I chose for this challenge is, oh, sorry, I keep burping. I don't know why that is. Anywho, the first book that I've chosen to go with this challenge is The Scorched Trials by James Dashner. His name's in blue. Right here is blue. Fits the challenge. Super excited to read this because the movie is coming out with Dylan O'Brien. Yeah, so I'm so excited to read this. I read The Maze Runner. I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping this will be the same. The second challenge is to read a book by an author that shares the same first letter of your last name. So my last name is White, and I had to find an author that had W as their first letter in their last name, and I picked a graphic novel, In Real Life, by Cory Doctorow and Jen Wang. It looks really interesting. Also, every time I go into Barnes & Noble, I see it. Not even exaggerating, like every single time I go into Barnes & Noble, I see it. And graphic novel, so that'll be super easy to get through. I'm super excited about it. The third challenge is someone else's favorite book. For this challenge, I have The Jungle, which is my dad's favorite book. It's by Clive Cussler, and at first he was like, this wasn't his favorite book. His favorite book was The Automotive Vehicle Manual, but I was like, I'm not reading that. And he's like, okay, well then take my second favorite book, and this is what it is. And I'm just counting it as his favorite book. It's by Clive Cussler. It looks really interesting. It looks like a mystery, maybe like military mystery, because if you look, I don't know if you can see this very well. The lighting in here is really bad. But if you look, that looks like a submarine, but it's like a boat. I don't know. It looks really interesting. It looks like a mystery, so I'm super excited to be reading it. I love mysteries. Like, most of my books that I have are either dystopian or mystery. And this is like an adult, not young adult, but adult novel. The fourth challenge is to read the last book you acquired. And for me, that is 2 books. But the main book that I'm using for this challenge is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. And this looks like, oh, sorry, I have an itch. This looks really interesting. And what really caught my eye was this, because look. He looks like the father of Mulan. At least that's what I think. But yeah, so this was the last book I acquired, but so is this, In Real Life. But I'm mostly using Nimona. And Nimona is another graphic novel. Oh, hey. Opened on a page with Mulan's dad. Anyway, yeah, so I'm super excited to read this. I don't usually read graphic novels, but this looks really interesting, and hopefully if I like it, I will read more. So yeah. The fifth challenge is to finish a book without letting go of it. And again, these books, graphic novels, are going to be super easy to complete that challenge. So these are counting for both. These books are both counting for to finish a book without letting go of it. The 5th challenge. So the 6th challenge is to read a book that you really want to read, and for me it's The Revenge of Seven. I had a few books in mind, one of them being The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, but I didn't want to read that book because I didn't want to start another series. I have about 5 series that I've started and I haven't finished yet, and of those 5 series is this series. I'm number 4 series, so I'm just gonna read this and finish the I'm number 4 series, although I don't think Pittacus Lore is finished writing, but this is the latest book that he has out, so that's my plan. And then the 7th challenge is to read 7 books within BookTubeAthon, which is 7 days, so that means reading 1 book a day. And for some of these books, I think that will be pretty easy, or at least doable, but like with other books, I don't think that will be easy. Like The Jungle, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that in a day. I think that'll probably take 3 days. So my goal is to read 7 books, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to do that. I think that I will only be able to read like 5 books. So, but we'll see. Hopefully it works out. If not, I'm not going to be too disappointed because it's like 4 more books than I usually read. So I'll be very happy with myself. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye!